Feel free to call me Father Abraham, you know.
Of many sons?
No, of many babes. Being an artist is almost the saddest thing on this planet. Because you can't help but do it. But then if it doesn't succeed, it also beats you.
Tumebia watu pale CBD after jam session. Tumumiza watu pale skate park siku za reggae. Like, it used to be a thing. Yeah, I mean, may do, but
that's not who you are.
Ibambi. Hii sasa Ibambi.
Ibambi sasa hii sasa hii ndio inabamba. Sumtaku sevna love emoji into your official name. PDA bila woga, your license ni pete. I'll buy some boxes you can share with me.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lilaisha and welcome to yet another episode of TUKO Extra. Now, guys, I am so excited. Kama si Sasa?
Sasa Hivi.
Sasa Hivi. Hey, my guys, let me tell you something before we start this interview. Ile kuzungushwa nimezungushwa na my fellow Kenyans.
Wapi? Aje? Niskumbuke.
Uko aje?
Tuko hizi, uko aje?
Uko salama. I'm so glad we're finally here.
Thank you for having me.
Uko salama?
Uko salama.
Normally I don't interview two people, so itabidi nikwe one.
Umezoea tu.
Umezoea msemo moja.
Naona.
I like that stado. So I think let's just start. Tushaanza kucheka. Nata to dance. Told you guys it's gonna be vibes. So let's start by getting to know who Vijana Barubaru is. First, why that name? Then we can get to know you individually.
Okay.
So Vijana Barubaru is TUKO and Mshairi Spikes. I'm a rapper, songwriter, as a singer, songwriter, and basically that's it. We just love writing music, and the name Vijana Barubaru ni jina tu tulipatiwa huko Kenya National Theatre. Literally, we didn't even like think about it ama tukasema ndio jina tunaenda nayo. Tuko na jina, tuko na perform tu
Ulikuwa tu.
So one MC alikuwa amesema every time ana introduce anasema Vijana Barubaru, next on stage au Vijana Barubaru. So ikakachon tu, then tukaenda look up, tukaona inamaanisha young and very energetic. Tukasema well, that's us. So here we are.
Barubaru.
Tukabeba tu. Tukabeba.
Mnakokulipo mse. Njoo kazi mob. Kwa kama na jina.
Listen nameless.
I'm going.
Huyu jamaa alifikiria jina kwa you know what? Acha nikaambia.
Mbona najistress.
Okay.
Yeah, so both of you came, your name is your name.
TUKO Kantu?
Yeah.
No, I'm Mutuku, Philip Mutuku.
Okay.
So TUKO comes from
Mutuku.
Mutuku. Kantu comes from I can't.
Oh.
So TUKO Kantu.
Two. Okay. Yo, the spike. Maze niko tu mind blown. The creativity in this room.
Mnajifanya ngepli.
Because I mean, I can't now. It's like it looks like but this to me after to Kantu. So
I know about that. I got to know about that when I was writing my name. Nikisa nikitafuta handle. Because nilikuwa nataka sana jina yenye ina mtu na nikitafuta kila mahali ina rhyme across. Kaenda tu nikatafuta hakuna. Then I met CANTU I think. Then there's also another Kantu from South Africa. I don't know if it's something chain whatever. That would be good. But yes. So Kantu was cool, and then it was born of the idea that when people will be screaming my name on concerts, because in Liona, when people will be there saying Vijana Barubaru, saying TUKO Kantu, saying Manawambui, every time I hear TUKO Kantu, it's them telling me I can't.
Tieni ngoma sasa tumeandika. Yeah, when you're in verse every time they say me maze, they be screaming my name.
Yeah, I'm so deep. That's why this is called Deepco what? You heard.
Love it. So how did you start your journey into getting into music? Okay, yeah.
But like from the beginning.
Yeah, you as Kantu.
Me as Kantu.
Yeah.
I have a very musical family, I can say. They don't necessarily play instruments, but we sing a lot. So one of these fine days, like you do remember me, and is a cassette. So that song, it was so important. Like it really touched on me and my big bro. So akatuandikia lyrics to enforce and kaimba jaisao. Then from there I met some Kikamba musicians, Kena Maria, Katito Boys Band. Watu wali kwanza wako na ngoma inaitwa Njoroge. That song is just on another level. Njoroge wakangemi gulu kitabu.
Alikuliana bibia.
You remember it? Yeah.
No, so wakangemi hao.
No, Njoroge, the song Njoroge talks about a Njoroge, a guy called Njoroge. Alikula bibia one of the guys. Anaishi hapa Kangemi.
That's where the problem starts.
Butros naye akakuja akakula mali ya Njoro.
So after that nikapata na R&B, fell in love with R&B, but nilimba choir pia primary school. When I went to high school there wasn't any choir or anything, so nilikuwa imba tuko bafu. Weird, I know, but I loved the echo, so nilikuwa imba kwa bafu and it became a thing. So even when I went to campus nilikuwa imba kwa bafu. So one of these fine days natoka bafu na para mjamaa ananiambia ni aje bro, mimi Jasper mcheza gitaa na mwanzo unaimba poa sana. Yeah, thanks. So niko na wasee fulani tucheza gitaa, so come. I was like mnacheza instruments, that's interesting because in my line of like hata sijai fikiria na para mcheza instrument. Then nikapata kucheza instrument. It was at the same time Uliza Kiatu was big. Then there was a show, then we performed Uliza Kiatu, got a standing O, and then it was like I was sold on the drum. I was like, okay, cool. This is what I want. Left there, mina R&B yangu, came to Nairobi, met Vijana Spikes. Because back then to me Kiswahili was not that rich a language. You can say a sentence in Kiswahili in 3 words, but in English you can use 5 or 7.
Right.
So that gives you a lot of rhyme room, you know, a lot of poetic room. But sasa nimepata na Waswahili ambao wanajua kuandika Mshairi Spikes. So I was like, hey, nini mnaandika?
I have for you before you met TUKO.
So mimi nilianza na poems za church.
Mimi sikuwa njia church.
Mimi nilikuwa pastor wa church. I was like a small pastor. I think class 6 niliandika my first love song. Then niliandika ngako ka wimbo kanisumbua wasichana pale
Aki inakaa.
Wacha nikwambie.
Class 6 sasa ile ndio hormones zinakufanyia.
Hata sikuwa na rap, literally nilikaimba. Sasa from there so around the school compound so kama promote school na pia hapa naimba kitu. Nikaanza kwenda Kenya National Theatre after high school, and that's when we took it for some audition, some place huko Kikuyu.
Calro actually. Calro.
Useme. Hiyo kizungu yake ndio hiyo.
So tulitambuka hivyo audition, tukaambiwa upcoming artist anapatiwa free music video na free a lot. I promised a lot. So sisi tumeenda huko, tulikuwa na boys wangu hapa ni tunacheza mambo yetu hapo. Tunajua sisi ni wabaya. Sasa sisi tulikuwa tunajua huko hata tumekuja tu walkover. Kama tumechukua hii deal, tumeenda mtaa. Alafu si kijana hapo wale wanaimba. Nashinda vijana ni kina nani? So tulikuwa tuko na Sir Jasper. And I think that moment when unapata na watu kwa like, hey, kumbe
the people way above.
Mnataka kuandika. Alafu si ni ile baridi anaandika na kizungu. Sasa uboya yuko huku.
Usi wetu.
Uboya kwa international. Alafu sana jamii tunataka mafuta mbaya. Kajua hapa lazima tu create. Tutafute pesa na kijana. So tukaanza tu kuandika tu. Vibes on vibes like tu venye nimesema tu. Ifika mali tu tukapata tuko na content mob pamoja. So it will only make sense. Present as a unit. So the best part was ilikuwa nile from ya ni onisho hapo. Si tunaishi Mathare. Wewe pia si tunaishi Mathare. Tukule kunaishi Mathare wapi? My goodness. Literally tulikuwa tunaishi like 100 meters away.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Properly. Like ile yenyewe the reason sikuwa namjua ni kitu labda alikuwa mtiaji. Sijui ni aje sikuwa namjua. But to interview alisema alikuwa anashinda kwa nyumba. So it made a lot of sense. Jimili kwa
na wewe mswa nje.
Mimi kwa sababu akili ni hadi mnikulishi 100 mimi kwa kila mtu. But sasa tukaanza kuandika tukaendelea hivi. We need to do this. Tunaandika pamoja. So every time niko na show nakwambia kuja.
By the way tuna perform.
Kuja tu perform zile ngoma 10.
Tumeandika.
As by ways.
That's how now.
Alright. Now let me just do. You said you guys have both grown up in Mathare.
Yeah.
Na hii usanii yote nakwambia akipesa ni kitu tamu. Unaona vile
Kwa ground.
Ground vision tofauti.
Ndio ground.
In a ground.
Me the day when I saw TUKO, I was like, excuse me, TUKO tu as in we are just here. Nikawa we are flying out to shoot a video. Nikaona tena I'm like
Fly out.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe,
But we try. We try.
A bit of your background as young TUKO, as young you guys in Mathare. You know, every time I've interviewed someone, they tell me about Mathare. What pushed them to get out is waking up in the morning, unasikia your neighbor was killed. Unasikia your friend was killed. A bit of a background about Mathare.
I don't have that experience.
Man, it's a story in it.
No, I don't, but it's my story.
Yeah.
Maze.
No, I can't lie on camera.
No,
my mother is watching this. She knows. She knows.
Kidogo tumwambia excuse kidogo.
Toka kwanza to get the real story alafu
come.
As in like mimi nimeiona, mimi nimeishi, but the most important thing for me is mimi choose not. I had all that Kenyan hiyo script ya ghetto ya huko nje. Nimeishi kwa hiyo script, you understand, like nimelose ama best kwa kuuliwa, nimelose ama best kwa sijui nini, gang violence, hizo vitu zote nimeengage kwa hizo vitu that certain level. Okay. And for real,
hold up, engage
on those kind of things, like on a certain level. And it's like tumebia watu pale CBD after jam session. Tumumiza watu pale skate park siku za reggae. Like it used to be a thing. Yeah, may do, but
that's not who you are.
Bambi. Hii sasa Bambi.
Bambi sasa hii sasa hii ndio inabamba.
Like for me, I always mimi najua nilikuwa kule kijana mtamba tulibali. So nilikuwa nashindwa kufitin juu kila mtu amevaa kama ordinary, lakini mimi najipeana.
Uko tu?
Nilikuwa like boy anamtiaje. Like maji wanatuanga hapo isiwe.
Akapo sikio. Atalea.
Wewe ndio ulikuwa mtiaji, nimesema TUKO ndio ulikuwa mtiaji. Wewe ndio ulikuwa mtiaji.
Mimi ni mtiaji. Kama kosa kwa mtiaji ni kuibia mtu. Acha nikuibia.
Watu wengi mtiaji.
Mimi nilikuwa ule msee niko na form na indekata tu ile direct like ile atuoga na nini. Vitu najua naweza make it better. So alafu plus influence ya kugrow na single mother. Hiyo tu dream nataka kumtoka block.
Yenyewe uko na hiyo script.
Niko na Bruno kwambia.
Sasa nasikia tu
Ana nasikia story ya mtu mwingine. Okay.
Kamsiana. So na kamsiana. Lazima utakuwa. So utakuta mtu kwa block lazima.
The main reason I think I was different from lots of people is because nilikuwa na watu kwetu wako na do. Not like kwetu, not like at next to me.
Your family
members and everything. And then I never liked how most of these guys, not necessarily family but also friends, walikuwa na to treat. Not necessarily mtu atakuja kutusi or anything, but you can see the offhandedness. Like kuna ka level fulani amfiki, and that yo tulikuwa nyuma. Baya sana. Wewe.
There.
Yeah, niliba 69 wao nikazunguka na watu bla bla karibu ni anything.
Wacha kani small talk ni kitu. Msal kwa kigo mob just.
Ndio unajua unafanya hivi. Ati bro.
Hizi ni akina wanogo. I don't care mete.
They were going to these are books we are reading about.
Nah man. It ain't that serious.
Mob justice is serious.
No. Najua.
You can explain.
Okay, the reason I still call it mob justice is because at that time in Mathare ulikuwa just wasikie tu ni mwizi unapigwa. Mob justice was so rampant. But yeah, nilikuwa nimeiba 69 bob hapo kwa kibanda. Then huyo mjamaa akakataa kunipatia mboga. Nikaanza kupiga nduru, hata kauliza mbona unalia? Nikasema nikataa kupewa mboga, kauliza bwana, akasema nimeiba. Story ka shift. Kila mtu mwenye alikuwa ameseleka shift. Wakanizunguka. Kuna kaboy fulani nilikuwa nasema nako katiaji, kakuja hapo kaanza kuchachisha. Ningekuwa nilisoma nawe bro ungekuwa better. So
hashtag kadawa.
We
Senele.
So nilikuwa
hapo kama
mtiaji.
Mtiaji. Brangu mkubwa alikuwa zuba sana. Back then alikuwa tu mwana zuba. Fortunately kuzuba yake ndipo hakuza kwa na brake mdogo karibu apige. Hiki tu.
Hii kitu.
Hadi home akaleta wazae. Mzee akakuja akabonga na akamwambia poleni sana. Amelipa mboga ni 69 shika akipole. Yeah, it won't happen again. Tadili naye msijadi. Oh my god.
Ile kichapo ulipata pale mbele.
Tulikuwa miko 3 home. Nilipigwa zote zikavunjika. Wakachukua mshipi ya leather, wakanipiga. Sasa katika hizo harakati za kupigwa na mshipi wa leather, stima zikaenda. Ni kipindi sasa. Movie rights, mununue rights. Kunipiga mshipi ya leather ikakatika. Katika kona haidonjo. Unajua kuna giza sasa hiyo washakishata. Wakishakishata sasa hadi taa ikazima. Kapata hawaoni chochote. So wakipiga ni kama watapiga sakafu na hawataki ku waste effort. So kila mtu akashika mguu yake, moja ya right, moja ya left, na zile mwiko nusu. Hizi ndo miguu zile kupeleka hivi. Wakanipiga. By the time brother wangu anarudi na mwiko mpya, stima zikarudi na mgeni akakaa. Then ikatulia
kimgeni.
Mgeni alikuja mwenyeji akapona.
Wewe enyewe ulipona.
But ever since niliacha kuiba pesa na iba tu roho za watu siku hizi sasa.
Smooth transition.
Growing up, were you ever, when you were in church you were writing all these things, but were you ever in the space of this is what you're going to do when you grow up?
I always knew I want to do that, but I didn't know at which level, which area. Because I was an actor, I was writing poems on this side, I was like a pastor. As in I was doing a lot of things. But I think
you still do services.
Yeah, come on.
The next one, I promise you guys I will leave.
Hallelujah.
Oh, that's all they say, my nigga. That's all they say.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. So, as in I didn't know like Nitaka is which side. But hapa
this service is really servicing.
Interview mnataka ishi
hapa. Yeah. Yes, Lord.
Yeah. So,
come correct, please.
I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be, but I only knew I want to be in the entertainment scene. So nikaanza kurealize niona sana kwa uandishi wa poems, niona sana kwa spoken words, na even just songwriting and writing. I used to be paid in high school to write love poems for people.
Oh my god.
Like tule tu chwani nilicollect pale.
Maze, you are rich.
My experience was different. Mimi nilipigwa suspension in high school because of writing letters.
Kwani nikosa kuandika loves?
Ulisomea wapi wewe?
Juu ina depend unaenda shule gani.
Group of schools
ama ilikuwa pre
ama ilikuwa NGO, kuna NGO NGO
sponsored by
CDF. Ni shule yetu hatuko tunakatazwa. Were you guys in a mixed school?
Mimi first from 1 from 2 I was in a mixed school.
That's
our school was very strict also.
Why? What's wrong about love letters? What do you understand?
Hey, which camera? Come to high school, comment about it. Tell us.
If you are allowed to write letters now, because I don't know a school that was allowed to write letters. How did you perform in high school?
I performed.
You performed.
I performed well.
Well, can you please tell us the name of your high school, please? We'd like to know. I mean, be kind.
Means of alliance. Well, some mango.
Also happy.
Mom. Nilisomea Riara.
Hey, very baby.
Any baby.
I'm so ghetto, you guys don't even know.
No, mnalayo mabarua. Nyinyi ndo mlikuwa simu shule. Mwalimu akwambia hata simu nakwambia please turn it off.
Atakuwa na simu but I'm so shocked that guy aki hapa niko tu na ka blonde.
But mlikuwa na mademo sawa.
You already know.
But we are lying atusomea Lanza.
Well,
unajua hizo shule unadhau.
Watakwambia tu kuwaona yeye na tukusomea.
So for you were saying?
Oh yeah, mainly because suspension, because of writing a letter, using the words. Lazima sauti change. Using the words like, I was describing this lady, I was telling her she's voluptuous and everything.
Where would you write that on a letter?
Because according to my small brain, I was in Form 2.
Form 2 ulikuwa unajua vocabulary. What?
Voluptuous. Hiyo kitu nilijua.
No, not voluptuous. That has to do with volume. No, I'm talking about voluptuous. That has to do with curviness.
Hey.
Yeah. But I didn't know. I didn't know that's what it meant because mimi nilikuwa jaribu kuimpress mdem. So nilikuwa nimeka na dictionary.
Wow.
So natafuta synonyms. Natafuta synonyms. So mimi naona beautiful na voluptuous inasema the same thing. But then I was dumb. I really didn't know that just because under voluptuous wameandika hapo chini synonym ni beautiful, I should also check if voluptuous is under beautiful. Hey, mtu wangu. Mode alisoma akaona akanikaponstar. Got a suspension, came back, everybody in the school was calling me a devil worshipper. Oh, that was tied to the fact that they also found nimeingia kwa kizungu sana.
Tied to the fact that
Yeah, the fact that
Ilikuwa tied to the fact that walipata kitabu ya Freemasonry in my locker. Alafu nilikuwa the previous night nilikuwa nimezunguka from 2
nimezunguka huko
bro.
So relax nimalize ni chill. Mimi sinaitana.
This pizza ni wanga kila interview.
Uko to what?
But these are not stories. These are not stories like we sit down and share. They just most of them come up during interviews. So nilikuwa nimezunguka form 2, nilikuwa form 2 West. Yeah. Nilikuwa nimezunguka form 2 West nika collect all signatures out. Do you know where this came from? Do you know why I wanted to collect?
That is a devil worshipper. Why are you collecting?
It's giving devil worshiping.
Now here, this is the dumbest reason. Bro, kuna boy flani alikuwa aitwa Jonas. Alikuwa ametoka Umo. By the Jonas, seipatana tapigana vibaya sana.
You can report that to your nearest police. It's called threat.
You are right.
I mean, kuna Yona batizaji, kuna Joy na Lucas, wamesikia nikisema Jona mgani?
Jona mgani?
Kani wewe anyway. So, I mean, jamaa alikuwa at-show, but iko na my signatures, right? Akuja akaniambia hizi ni my signature ame collect from ameenda party mingi ame collect from celebrities. Now, like I'm an artist. Well, I'm a singer. That nanapenda musicians. I'm at a place whereby inanifascinate. Nilikuwa mjinga juu how ulikolektaje hizo tisho moja how?
Ulienda kama kila mtu shule kusaidia.
No, so relax. No, huyu boy alikuwa t-shirt kuna ma signature. So akaniambia hizi ma signature zote ni za ma celeb. So mimi nikasema, you see as get, let me do the least I can. Because inanibamba it looks like art. Let me collect people's what? Signatures. Na ujue yenyewe nilikuwa na time ya kuwaste. Unajua nilikuwa jua majamaa wote full names mpaka nikaziandika. Na nikaenda collect signatures. I love to make matters worse. Kitabu yenye naandikia signature nimechukua kitabu yenye sijatumia sana nikararua. Then hapa juu nikadunga na waya hivi. So ukiangalia yenyewe na kama mjamaa alikuwa apeleka majina zetu kwa
shetani. Yeah, unaenda.
Yeah, are you sure this is not a cover-up story?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm feeling like you're trying to safisha rada, but
they're giving kitui.
I'm so dead.
I mean, venye nakupenda si ningekuwa nimetumia uchawi nikakufanya ukakwambia.
Check you break abidi tu sasa wacha usiseme kitu.
Siseme kitu taji nini?
But anyway, I came back to the school and school rudishiwa all the books that were taken because kuna vitabu zingine pia nilikuwa nimeandika ngoma. Aki nilikuwa vituko. Nilikuwa na DC
yangu. Unajua nashangaa. Like honestly before you continue, I'm looking at you and I'm like, when I see you on social media, you guys look so calm.
Yeah. That's what we're telling you about is the past. Yeah. It's not now.
Come on.
Yeah. To get to the calmness, you have to go through a lot of,
a lot of storms.
I don't just win namaste.
Hapa tu electrons
zina flow.
Zina flow.
Na to plants.
You guys are too much.
What did I say? Oh yeah. I came back to school. Now my teacher actually alirudisha vitabu zangu zilikuwa nimeandika muziki. I'm very thankful for that.
Was a Freemason.
He's others guys,
And what are your parents thought about this? You're saying your parents were strict or are strict?
Sasa mzayali go to know what the school had to say.
Of course.
Akamini mwenye Freemason.
No, hakuamini mwenye Freemason anajua. Because they also call me Mungiki, Jesus.
Hey, you are a lot. You are a lot, my guy.
Trust me, too much. Then nikarudi shule, nikarudisha vitabu zangu. Then on that Friday, mwalimu akasema, in this country as at now, in this world as at now, the things that are going to pay you are either books and talent. After amenipiga juu ya kuandika wimbo. Yeah, alafu sasa nikali realize alikosea. Alianza kuwa bestie sana. Because deputies, how strict deputies are.
More than pretty.
Ndo mjamaa akuje computer lab mzima sema akuja mwambie namtafuta. Mimi nadhani kitu serious, ndio maana nataka kuniomba flash. Kila mtu hapa kuna flash disk.
Shule.
Mulikuwa na flash.
Wewe
ulisema wapi? Shule yenu,
Let's fix that.
Cause mulikuwa na flash.
Mulikuwa na flash.
Nza kufanya project.
Project gani?
Yani ni computer.
Pornhub page what?
Tulikuwa na hard drive.
Mlikuwa mnaeka wapi?
Zinaitwa nini?
Zip disks. You couldn't use zip disks at our time.
Kwani ni watu wamesomea? No, I think
I'm 22.
Lies. What was zip disk?
Floppy disk.
Floppy.
Ilikuwa inaitwa floppy.
Floppy. Oh yeah, floppy.
Yeah.
But they were too small. Kilobytes.
Neza ishi alafu ni kama.
Jo you
Just like mimi nilisomea.
wewe ulikuwa?
Shule yenu mlikuwa na computer lab?
That's where it starts.
Come here.
I think they were there but hatumizi. Tukana kuzipanguza vumbi.
Oh no.
So you mnafanya tu maintenance.
Maintenance guys.
You had a tough time, but we are glad you're here.
Look for a brighter future for your kids.
Because you said look for a brighter future for your kids. Do you feel like music is going to pay?
Properly.
What?
Proper.
What you talking about?
To find an interview. Like let's mark the date today. I'll have to find after 5 years.
Yes.
I'm here.
Like let's mark.
Mkikuwa sani msinisahau.
Sini amekupromise.
Kai.
Kila mtu analazimisha.
There's no consent.
No consent.
Let's mark it 5 years later. Siku kama hii, let's have this same interview. Tulize the same question.
I love that you have so much hope in this industry.
No hope. It's not hard work.
We know we have.
Oh.
It's polishing.
Yes.
This thing, see talent, bro.
Yeah.
You have to work hard.
I mean, okay, this is a studio we have at home. We've invested in getting this.
Definitely.
Okay? The skills we have, we've invested in getting them. Umetoka kusema hapa tumsewa getu mwana vetu meva, we've invested in getting this. So we have the understanding that this is a business. Okay? Jamaa kona experience ya sales mbaya sana. Okay, mimi kona experience ya conversation mbaya sana, negotiation. Come on now.
We can only.
We don't have everything right now, but we are getting there because we can see the progress.
We have to. Like we have to. Come on, we have to.
There's no other way.
We have to. Because you see, at the end of the day, Sauti Solo ataka msata peleka kitu mbele. Nyasha ataka msata peleka kitu mbele. Calligraph ataka msata peleka kitu mbele.
Somebody has to be that
Kenyans
person.
wanasema ni sisi sasa who are we?
Mbona nasema wow?
How?
Like sisi tutachukua mzigo. That's too much guys.
Tutobeba
Too much but
kiume
suffering from success.
tutafika nao. But no, on a serious level though, yeah. On a serious note, yeah. We understand this is a business.
Sasa honestly, umekaa tu chini uko na tuimbe kushuta. You know every other lyric in that song is nice. Kushuta.
No.
Usiogope kushuta mbele ya watu, wewe shuta. Akiweka bibi yake vibaya, wewe uma.
Tuna demonizing kushuta, it's like it's a sin.
It's not a sin, but it's disgusting.
Disgusting kitu gani?
Disgusting.
That's another.
Missy shutangi.
What do?
Yeah, I belt. I just excuse.
Ogopa.
For your own safety. Kimwana ametoka 5 minutes 7.
Anasimanga.
Fungua mlango na dirisha.
Literally.
Kibaya cha juza.
Chema cha
Chema.
Chema cha juza.
Kibaya cha
Tembeza kibaya.
Unaniita mtembezi. Mom.
Does your mom watch your content?
No. I call mom because only my mom can help me. When things are thick, it's mom.
Things are thick.
Carry on.
As you say.
Yeah. Kaidre.
It's one of these stupid things I do.
Like umsana panaka habit anasema kitu fala.
And then we turn them into
just
songs.
one line kiu jinga tu kama alikuja akasema ile usiogope kudara ng'ombe.
Je, wewe ni pervert ukikamua maziwa juu ushaidara ng'ombe.
That's all.
I mean, si unakamua matiti ya maziwa. So you're pervert, unashika matiti ya ng'ombe.
Okay.
I guess. So this way Mathare comes.
Tukitoka hapa tuta have a service. Pastor tutaombea huyu.
Huyu niombe. Niombe. Don't touch me. Don't you dare.
You can trust me. But hey, for real. So anakuja anaanza kufanya.
But sasa azingewafikia kama kange ni encourage.
Aha.
So it's one of those things you say and then the nigga comes like tufanye. I'm like, oh okay. Bam.
Yani unajua mko na instruments kila kitu beat
alafu mnaamua ni hii ndio tunaenda nayo.
Na mnaenda nayo.
Hii Kenya amesema this is what we are building.
But you see, if you actually think about it, you knew us through what?
Kushuta.
What's the song you're listening to right now? Is it working or is it not working?
Now that we are here, kwa Sasa Hivi, I know you guys are overwhelmed by the support. I'm not lying. Am I lying?
You're not overwhelmed.
At all, we need more. Give us more. We want more. Yes.
We want more on TikTok.
You deserve 1 million views on YouTube.
Yes.
Right now,
Yes.
what are we doing at 500,000? Thank you, but please.
Tuendelee. Thank you. Ndio ilikuwa 511.
Keep walking.
Mnadhani tumechoka na mapenzi?
Tupende. Love us. Love us.
Tutakupenda pia. Tutakutunza.
With the service. Okay.
With the service.
All right.
Gotta be the service.
It has to be.
It has to be.
I had a bad one. I just
keep
keep it to myself. Because where?
Yeah.
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 Hey, Sasa Hivi.
You are there?
Hey, I'm here now. So, creating Sasa Hivi, from where it started to where it is now. Twende kazi.
Here. Right here.
Baka
Actually, stay sawa.
ni nani mnaandikia Clefs?
Iliko imekaa hivi.
See mimi, I'm learning.
Oh, really?
I learn piano. Actually, no chords.
Okay.
John Legend wa kesho.
Yeah.
Even though inaanzanga.
That's the other thing I think that is a significant part of us that I really like. We're learning. We are very open to know. Like, how did you?
As artists, when you're an R&B artist and you're writing love songs, okay, you don't have to be an R&B artist to write love songs. Do you have to picture someone?
Not necessarily, but you can
Aye.
remember experiences and you can remember songs that touched you. You can remember things that people associate with love, because what you're trying to do is just transcribe a culture.
So ukiandika song hakuna demo.
Ilikuwa demu yake? Tulikuwa tunafikiria demu yake. Juu demu yake ni molio wangu pia. Hi Banjiana. Haja gotea ni mimi nimegotea wa kwanza. Ni mimi nimegotea wa kwanza. Yes. Oh yes.
Okay, so even when you wrote those things, as this, now the other thing we usually ask is it from experience? You saying that, you know, like you don't have much, and I've heard you talk about depression, you could not be able to, were you still dating her at that time when you were going through depression? Not
gangster vibes wangu, ule ni molio.
And she's stuck by you?
Mbaya.
Bro,
I do the
she's
same.
one.
Ndio saini ngumu waende.
At least tulikuja hiyo period mtu wangu.
Wewe ni mtrue.
Sisi juve ndio kujua.
Wewe ni mtrue.
But yeah, we thank God.
Nairobi. It's tough to be us in Nairobi as girls.
Rudi hapo.
So you writing those lyrics were actually based on?
Yeah, kenye sisi tunafanyanga, we try to bring it close to home as possible. But if it's not as kama iko hapa tunaitafuta immediately
karibu
kwetu. So most of those lyrics in those songs, unaweza sema like 60% ni nyumbani, like
home.
Alafu like hizo zingine ni around sisi. Because everyone around us to inspire differently. There's andika song but kalenka hapo kama inspire nao. Kama Nash.
Wanna say the line?
Kama this kuna ile kula ugali
na maji.
Kuna line fulani.
Ugali na maji.
Kula ugali na maji. For me it's not a weird meal.
But sasa
No, honestly. Yangu ni personal reason, but kuna watu wengine
ukiona
wanakula ugali na maji, you have to question.
Sasa sisi tuliona producer wetu Truly Forever akikula
ugali na maji and like
hadi saizi we are still finding ways
to deal with it.
It was a lot on you.
Traumatic, yeah.
It was traumatic.
We don't get it. It's Tulu.
It's Truly Forever. He knows.
Yeah. Ni mtu anachoka anasema chani kanuka kuku.
Yeah.
I was hanged. Sisi tukaenda
kiasi. Kwa comments tu tuambia mbona
ulikuwa unakula ugali na maji? We don't.
Hadi wale wanasemanga ni ilikuwa tamu.
Oh.
But
I think that just makes it worse.
Haiwezi kuwa tamu. Haiwezi
kula kwa shida.
For convenience.
Because you have
no option. But unakula sema tamu.
That's where the problem is.
That's different.
Almost feels like an insult, but it's not.
But yeah.
So did you also, now that we are here, did you feel like this song was going to perform as it is right now?
No. See, the writing on Tuesday and the posting has been. So we just do it because we know TikTok surprises you.
Yeah.
And then we were banking on the fact that it will surprise us one day and then things will change because like we told you, we put in time. So najua kazi yetu kwa sawa. So ulikuwa jua tu ni watu waione. Then this song just went and watu wameanza kuiona.
This song, I have a feeling like do inaanza kuenda. It's like we think it's
gone, but
it's beginning.
But it's beginning. Yeah. That's why.
Na mmekubali like mmeagree.
Hey, it's beginning.
It's beginning. It's beginning.
Ati mlienda shule gani tena?
Alliance.
Mango. Hashtag
on period.
Madamaro sini amapo wanaharibia jina zenu. They are destroying your reputation.
All right. I think I am definitely a fan. Coming here, I've come here not only because it's work, but because I am a fan. And that song, I will tell you, in as much as I love it from the bottom of my heart, some guy sent it to me and was like, please, get out. Because I'm not going to... That song, he's trying to use the song to come back. Sorry, honey. Yalio Peter? You already know. Yeah, Naisha Peter. Yeah. So let me just tell you, your song is being used in the wrong ways, but it is an amazing song.
Actually, I think that's the right way of using it.
So bring me back.
To do anything
utapata saizi mimi nakwambia bro utapata kuna
because it's about love.
Pure love.
Utapata kuna like swako na sasa hivi.
Shida ni wako hold. Shida ni wako proud na wako happy wako na yeye.
How are you go?
You guys are too much.
But now like it's a love song.
But sasa
now you can interpret it the way you want.
I mean gonna
so wezi kasirikia msejo alikuja. Na watu wapiane mimba.
But then
that's the goal. Just mission fill earth. Sasa Hivi is out there for you.
Pastor has spoken.
Mzani.
Mkumbuke mtabilipa diaper.
Nyinyi hawatakuwa.
But mzani tu. It's just nice. Babies are cute.
Babies are expensive.
Just
babies are messy.
Nerea sahani yake.
You guys have no. Wali correct. Na saa ni yake si na sahani. Nyinyi mlisikia sahani juu mnapenda food.
Wewe ndio uliandika?
Tuaite.
Ati na sahani yake. Sina sahani.
Ni sina sahani.
Acha sema ngoma sasa inaruhusu.
Mko na watu hii?
Sisi.
Huyu akona baby.
Baby. Come on.
For real, you have a baby?
No.
You have a baby?
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
But
wengine wako mado wamegandamizwa hivi. Wanafinywa kwa hiki chini.
But feel free to call me Father Abraham, you know.
Of many sons?
No, of many babes.
I want to know how do your DMs look like?
No, but that's a lie. That's not me.
No, we are taking it as it is. Yeah, because you.
Mimi bora nimeka disclaimer, si unajua kwa utachukua.
Tuna cut disclaimer.
Mnakat.
Tunakata hiyo pa tumesema hivyo.
I wanna. I confess that. Whatever you said.
It's nothing but it's true.
Is a father of babes.
That's a lie, bro. That's a lie.
How are your DMs looking like?
Very businessy. Very talky.
Next question.
I have no other question.
Oh, that's it.
That's the only question I have.
All right, I think this is a wrap.
It's my show. I end it when I want to. And my question is, how are your DMs looking like?
Now, my
especially
friends,
after the success.
My friends, if your girlfriend talks to you like this, how will you answer? Utamjibu aje? Si hata hata kuongeleshwa vizuri.
Okay.
But
Zazi, how does your DM look like?
Anyway, they're nice. It's nice. It's really lovely. But the messages I love the most are from genuine people, you know, asking for dedications and custom songs, which I am working on, which is just beautiful. Because msema reach out na nakupatia very deep story. Ushapata a story na msema mpaka like, do I really need to know this?
Manipatia a lot.
Yeah. So there's that. But then again, I appreciate the fact that people want to be work on a relationship. Yeah, because it now becomes more. It's beyond music.
You know, mnaweza kaa mnafikiria nini wakati.
Okay,
but mnafikiria tu.
That's iko hapa tu.
But when
you know them.
Okay. But most times you find some stranger too somewhere in Uganda amekutag kwa video ama ameingia kwa DM kwa like you guys are popping sijui ama someone is calling the phone is like you're from Garissa sijui.
That has happened msema tu ma voice note kusema yo guys Mazama Garissa rostini umdem.
Internet but it's nice cause inatuma ufeel sisi sio ndo wazimu like uko najua sina noma ni kweli sina noma you know like sieti juu si ongea big talk it's always like tutafanya
na imagine
to just stadium up you know like just
but that's a big goal
so
to just stadium
watu wamekaa huko wanatuangalia wako zile za
nyinyi mnajiona nani
mnafikiria nyinyi kina nani basi sasa hizi wanaiona wako nyinyi ni akina nani it's like sound wana
the intonation yoso
siko like tambo come on
I mean like tukiongea na ondo tulikuwa hivi sasa tuko more like mnaiona sasa acha tuone sasa tunaonesha
so me I'm loving the fact that tunajiprove every day that we are not mad people
yeah for men sis
no honestly that's real
you felt you were mad
a lot of
times
we've been here for 6 years
a lot of times
do you know in 6 years how many times you'll think you're mad if you're not popping
you're right
it's crazy
yeah.
It's crazy amount of times
yeah.
but still do it because it's the only thing that's curing the madness
so keep pushing.
Actually even Jordan Peterson said being an artist is almost the saddest thing on this planet because you can't help but do it but then if it doesn't succeed it also beats you so you can't stop yourself from doing it but then you have no guarantee of success so when something comes out of the blue and now it's proven to you that it works and you have an audience that listens fly and that's what we're doing
yeah. Are you guys aware Nandi used your song from Tanzania
na Zuchu akatufollow TikTok
kumwambia
msupa la
umesema Zuchu peke yake
Landa
taja mwingine
Vani Boy
Kasani is a friend
like it's crazy.
I'm so proud of you guys
yeah we have
wanna come
na hizo vitu nakabedhi
but kama ni mjanja ni ukamsai
so just tell us what do we expect from Vijana Barubaru
it's so much to summarize in few words but we're going to be doing a lot of performances we'll be borrowing also things from different people that have done it before but we want to do it our way so live gigs are going to be a major feature in our career writing music that is not just music about us because like music that you can fit in. I don't necessarily have to fit in those shoes. Okay, but music that we want to, I've said this before, I want our music to be the blanket, you know, during a time of cold, to be the umbrella during when it's rainy, and also to be your dancing shoes, you know, when you want to go out. So we are going to, this is almost like a canvas we have, so we are going to draw so much, but you're going to relate to it. But you also want to go with you and be with you, culture pia tupande nayo. So live performances, consistency ya muziki, project zangu, expanding the scope of what we do, because we also have other people on board that have different kinds of creativity. So it's going to be a hub. Yeah, we're going to be giving you so much content. Yes.
Mnatoa video ya Christmas song. Naweza kuwa Vixen.
Kwanza just story.
Nataka mna nini?
Tuko na ka present Kenya, tuna prepare. So hapa ndo tuna break exclusively mjue.
Oh, nime nini?
We have an EP coming.
Oh. Yeah, like as in Christmas or Johnny kesho kutwa.
When 7th, ni drop 7th and 9th.
Should be 7th or 9th.
Hey, I knew that first.
Christmas.
But watu wa YouTube mtaipata earlier.
Oh, so if watu wa YouTube
mtaipata way earlier. So go subscribe.
Go subscribe. And pia watu wanapenda Sasa Hivi, pia kuna
kitu kingine hapo tena.
Surprise itakuwa hapo ndani.
Is there? Tuko na nyinyi.
I'll know this before.
Na sasa Januari wakati ambapo mtakuwa na machida.
For everyone mwenye amekuwa akiitisha which track?
Ipo siku
is
coming. So Ipo siku is coming in January, guys.
Yes.
You guys are really working hard.
Na bado. Thank you.
Kuna pesa tutaitumia poa.
Vizuri.
For sure. Ningekuwa nayo, ningewapea. Juu inakaa inanileta in return on investment.
ROI iko high.
It's
very high.
All right, parting shots.
Kama unatupenda usifikirie wewe ndio wazimu. keep on preaching us, keep on. Unaona venye mashindano kusema nimeshare ngoma hadi nimechoka. I've been playing this in my house just one time. You're not crazy too. Like we have whatever you think we have. Unaona tunafikiria hasa wako na have it, but sasa ndio tufike huko mbali nafikiria tunafaa kuwa we need you. So keep on pushing us, keep on believing in us, and keep on sharing our music. We love you so much.
If they told you you will not need hard work, they lied. If they told you will not need people around you, they lied. If they told you it will not take time, they lied. The best the greatest service you can do to yourself.
You are just so deep in the emotions. But then tulikuwa in it,
Exactly. So like I was saying, the best service you can the best service you can do to yourself is be as honest as you can to yourself. Identify the skills you want to be, known for, legacy and stuff, and invest in them. A day at a time, you get better. Some days are good, some days are bad, but as long as you can see the progress goes on. Other than that, we're here for a long time. We'll be with you, entertaining you, and show us love because we love you. Bye.
How can you find you on social media?
Vijana Barubaru everywhere.
Everywhere.
Individually.
Mwana boy.
TUKO Kantu everywhere. It's TUKO space KANTU. Yeah. Why did I do that?
You tell us.
TUKO Kantu.
You tell us.
For those people who call you
Kantu.
Kutu.
But I love you still.
It's the Kutu.
Tunamaliza boy atoke hapa.
Talking. This is my memorial.
Day one, my Sasa ni wewe ite mom.
Man, guys, I just want to say first of all, I'm so proud that
thanks to the Most High. Continue.
Yeah, always.
So,
secondly,
back to your position, please. Don't copy me. The original.
Indio nini yake.
Nini?
Indio swag yake. So you find your own.
Yeah.
Alright, utaka hivyo. For sure. I'm honestly glad I got to know you from then. I'm glad I know you now, and I'm glad I'm still going to know you because this is amazing. It's very hard to please Kenyan people. It's very hard.
Can you even take a pause up?
It's very hard. I know it. Even for me to like your song, it takes for me to sing that song constantly. That's a good job you guys are doing. And I'm here to tell you, the world is yours. You get what I'm saying?
Kabza. Easy.
Yeah. Go with it and go with it far.
Oh, that's what this means.
Yeah, go. Flow with the flow. We are here for it all. We appreciate you. We who have lovers and we who don't, we still appreciate you. Because I know that song one day you will come and sing it at my voice.
Hallelujah. Borofike bay.
Bay nayo, bro.
Now see again.
Sitaba, unaambia tu no problem.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Hey.
Because you're cool like that.
Yeah,
no pressure.
like worry not. I'm here for you, fam.
We love that. We love that. We love that. We love that.
Yeah, just.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Being very open and candid and just killing me. Okay, not like that, but umefanya nicheke.
Yeah, it was a beautiful service.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, this is my guy. Oh.
So mnaweza chukua na muende mform kijana na dada.
Kijana dada baru.
Msichana mvulana baru.
Oh yeah, kijana is unisex.
Yeah. Unaona nilienda shule.
Tunasema huko kwenda shule.
Kenye
ulifanya kwa hiyo shule.
Alliance. Bro. Bye. 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 Thank you very much, guys. My name is Lily Aisha and from Vijana Barubaru, and I will say bye.
Kwa TV lazima uelewe and it must be me. Kesho yetu sifananishe na jana. La minareli has